guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are filming in my bathroom because I'm gonna do a get ready with me video. Now I haven't worn makeup for the past 2 days because I've just been at home studying with the kids, not really going out and about, and I usually don't wear makeup. I like to give my skin a break when I'm home. But today I actually have to go out in public, so I can't be looking like this. All right, so let's get into it. Now, I wanna start off by saying that I am in no way, shape, or form a makeup artist. Up until a year ago, I was still doing my makeup like I did it in high school. But thanks to this lovely platform of YouTube and JamBeauty89 and Emily Noel, I now know how to do my makeup somewhat decent. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. I'm hoping that even though I can't share any new tips, because really everything I know I've learned from YouTube, I can at least share how these colors look on my particular skin tone. Okay, so moving along onto the, can I call this a tutorial? I don't know what we're gonna call it. Me doing my makeup and seeing how you like it on me. Now, all of these products I did purchase myself, obviously, because I'm not there yet, guys. Except the new Opal Essence from Beauty Blender. This is something that was sent to me by influencer.com and I'm trying it out. I don't really know what to tell you about it yet, so I guess this is first impressions on the Opal Essence. Now it is a serum primer, and this one is their Radiance and Moisture one. They also have one for, let's see if I find it here. This one they sent me a little sample of, and it's the Leveler, and this one is Pore Minimizing Primer. Let's see how it works out. I've already gone ahead and washed my face and I've moisturized it because I've noticed that if I don't do that before I wash my face, it just doesn't look the same. The makeup just doesn't set on my face the same. I love how this looks on my skin. The color match is perfect on me. However, it is on the more matte side and I'm not a huge fan of that. The older I get, the more I notice that matte doesn't look as great on me. I like a more dewy look. So I usually for work use the CC cream. Now, my husband took my makeup bag. So the CC cream that I normally use, I don't have it with me. So right now I'm going to use one that's just a little bit lighter and I'm gonna mix it with this foundation. That's what I usually do when I use that foundation because it gives me a more dewy look. I've had this beauty blender for a while. I like it. I got it in my FabFitFun box. I've always used, what's the other brand? The Real Technique ones because it's cheaper. But since I got this one for free, with my FabFit, well, it's not really free because I still have to pay for it, but for a really cheap price. This is like $20. So if I pay, I think it's like $40 for my FabFitFun box, half of the box is already paid for with this. And it came with a ton of other, that box was really good. I think it was the fall one. And it came with a ton of other stuff that I really enjoyed. So I'm gonna use this. What I do, I do like about half a pump of the Mayballine Super Stay and half a pump of the CC cream, and I mix it and then I put it on my face like little footprints. Now I have really dark circles. They're hereditary. They're not really from sleeping. It's just kind of like a pigmentation, and my eye lid also has hyperpigmentation. So when I'm at work when I'm on my way to work doing my makeup, I always use a little bit of my foundation. Can I find my words today? I always use a little bit of my foundation up there because I don't want to carry around every single product that I have. But when I'm at home and I'm doing my makeup at home and I have everything available to me, then I do go ahead and I use a primer for my eyelids, and I use the Kat Von D Lock-It. I like the Milani one. I like how my eyeshadow looks better than this one, but the Milani one doesn't really have any color in it, so it doesn't really help with the hyperpigmentation. This one does kind of change that color for me. Now, under my eyes, I'm going to use today something that I bought a long time ago, and I didn't really like how it looked, and I was kind of upset and felt like I spent the money on it for no reason. But I'm gonna give it another try because I've been watching some other videos about some tips on how to use it. And it is the IT Cosmetics corrector, the Bye Bye Under Eye corrector in medium. I'm gonna use it with the little, what brand do I want to say? Find your words, Miriam. Real Techniques, not the Beauty Blender. So I'm gonna put that right here. The problem that I have isn't that it doesn't give me good color or anything like that. The problem that I have is that it creases. But I have never tried it with the Mercier, I still don't know how to say that. I've never tried it with that setting powder, and I recently started using that setting powder with the Tarte Shape Tape that I didn't like how it looked before, but now with that powder, I do like it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and re-add that to my routine and see how it works. Trying not to go crazy with the concealer here because I'm not doing a photo shoot. But if we're gonna try it, we're gonna go big or go home, right? So I said I was gonna go out and about, guys. You know where I'm going? I'm going to Sprouts. Very exciting, right? And no, they won't have a step and repeat there. Now, moving along to my bronzer slash contour slash, I don't really know what the difference is between the two of them. I use the Too Faced in medium deep, and the first one that I bought was the Too Faced in deep tan. Can we talk about this for a minute? What the heck, Too Faced? Highly upset. I bought this, and within 3 weeks, it had an air bubble in it, and it started crumbling on me, and now the whole thing just pops up. So, will I ever buy this again? Probably not. I did buy this one afterwards, just because this one kept crumbling on me, because I found it for half off at, it was either Marshall's or Nordstrom Rack. But once I'm done with this one, I'm gonna find another bronzer because that makes me mad. Those aren't cheap. They're kind of expensive, and I was upset about the fact that I didn't even use it for 3 weeks, and that happened to me. It's a highlighting brush, but I really like it for bronzing slash contouring. Now, I don't know what this is supposed to do. It certainly doesn't make me look any skinnier, but whatever. Everybody else does it, so I'm gonna do it. You guys let me know if it makes a difference on camera. Okay, so that is that. Next is my blush. This one is the Torrid from Nars. Okay. Now I like that definition, like that transition from the bronzer to the blush to look just a little bit harsher. Not too harsh. I mean, we're not doing, it's not Kim Kardashian here. We're not doing deep contouring or whatever that would be called, but just a little bit more. So we're gonna add just a little bit more. So I have my bronzer, I have my blush. Next on my list is my highlighter. Now, literally 2 seconds before I started filming this video, I dropped my absolute favorite Becca highlighter in Prismatic Geode. I love this color, absolutely love it. And I tried to save it, but it looks like a complete mess right now. So I'm not brave enough to use it without finding a Pinterest or something on how to save that. But instead, I'm going to use this one, which is, what is it called? Opal. I've seen on YouTube where they have like all these tips on like the shape of your face and how you're supposed to wear your highlighter depending on the shape of your face. I still don't know. I don't know. But I think this looks good. I think this is how you're supposed to do it. I kind of like it. You know, I saw that on what's her name? Erica Jones' channel, and I really like how it looks there on, how it always looks on her lips. Now I'm gonna go ahead and repat this because see, it's already creasing on me. But like I said, I didn't use my Laura M. There you go, see, that way I don't say it wrong. And I'm using the small tapered brush from e.l.f. And let's set it with this. Ooh, almost poke my eye out. Maybe I should talk less and concentrate more when I'm working on my eyeballs. This is what gives me a little bit of that dewy look that I like. And I love how this stuff smells. It's the Badescu Cucumber. I also have the little Algenist one that I keep in my makeup bag for work. That one I really like too. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. If you're new to my channel, then you don't know that I don't really get my eyebrows waxed very often or threaded or anything like that. I do it like maybe once or twice a year. I know that the trend now is to do them kind of thick, and I've always left my eyebrows just a little bit thick. I was never a part of the like thin eyebrow, which is probably why I'm in my 30s and I still have eyebrows. Because I know a lot of people that plucked and tweezed, and now they're all having to go get microbladed because they lost their eyebrows. I see them on my Facebook feed all the time. Kind of make them look somewhat decent, kind of conceal the fact that I haven't done them in 6 months. I did them before Thanksgiving. I usually do them before the holidays. So I did them before Thanksgiving, and I think I'm due for another eyebrow doing. What do you think, guys? Ooh, I just spilled something. Okay, moving along. Now, this is the part where I will stress the fact that I am not a makeup artist. Everything else I can do. Wonderful. Well, at least I think I can. My eyeshadow, sometimes I have days where I'm like, wow, this looks great. And most of the time, I have days where I've put on like 4 different shadows and it just looks like one big mess. So we'll see how this goes. This is new. This is the, well, it's new to me. It's not new out there. The Lolita from Marc Jacobs, another Marshall find. I don't know what the original price is, but I only paid 20 bucks for this one, and I really love this color. And I'm gonna start off with, let's see, what are we gonna do? I'm already seeing that the transition color that probably should have thought, well, not really, because I like all the other colors, but the transition color in here is probably a little too light. Now, about a little bit over a year ago, I started using makeup frequently again. And in my single days, you know, when I could take all my money and spend it on myself, I used makeup all the time. And I would buy MAC and I would buy, you know, all the good makeup because, again, spending all my money on myself here. But then I got married, I had a kid, and I stopped using makeup. And literally, I looked at my makeup collection. Everything I had was the same stuff that I had from my early 20s. Like, it didn't, not because I purchased new ones, but because literally that was how old my makeup was. I had no new stuff. So I went through, every year I go through things like, this year it's YouTube, let's try YouTube. That's my thing this year. Last year it was, let's try taking care of myself and not looking like a mess all the time and wearing makeup. Again, like, let's get back to that. So I started using makeup again, and it just opened up the floodgates. Oh my God. I started with the Emily Noel videos, and then I met Jessica, I met her, yes. I met her, we had lunch, we had cocktails, it was great. No, moving along. I think that looks pretty decent. Next, I'm going to do my eyelid, and I like shimmer. I have a friend who does like all matte looks on herself, Natasha. Hi, Natasha. I love how she does her eyeshadow, but I feel like matte doesn't look so great on me. Shimmers, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've never really tried it, but I do like how these look better on me. But I love, every time I see her eyeshadow, she has like a matte look. Oh, I love it. I need her to come over here and teach me how to do her looks. Maybe we can do that. She was on one of my videos not too long ago. She came over to do my hair, and then we had some drinks and talked about going back to school. I can link that video below if you want to watch it. She's really cool peoples, and she also does really good eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm going to blend my crease just a little bit more. Next, I'm going to try, so this is the color that I used on my crease, and I really had to build it up because it's a little too light for my pigmentation. And then this is the color that I'm using on my lids. Now I'm gonna use this right here in like my outer V. Let's try that. I went a little too heavy with that. Okay, it's okay. We're gonna blend it. We're gonna blend it like crazy. So maybe instead of going to Sprouts, I should hit the club. Because with this makeup, I'm ready. The club. I can't tell you the last time that I went to a club, guys. Actually, I can. My friends and I, we went to a trip, an epic trip to Cancun. And we went to the club, but it was the best club ever because we were literally the only ones in there. To me, that's the best club ever. Where I could just dance with my friends like a crazy person, no judgment, because they're the only ones there. Okay, so actually that wasn't bad. I didn't totally kill the look. You know, I'm really liking these shadows. For somebody who isn't great with makeup or with eyeshadow, they're really easy to work with. Like, I've tried eyeshadows that I see YouTubers use, you know, YouTubers that really know what the heck they're doing, and they make it look so easy and so simple, and then you try them and you're just like, doesn't look good on me at all. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit more of the transition color because I feel like I need to tone this down a little bit. Okay, that's perfect. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighting. Do I have a brush for it? Yes, I do. You know, a lot has changed with like how I take care of my face since last year. I remember I think it was 2017 when we were getting ready for my sister's wedding, like the night before, we all spent the night at a hotel. And she goes to me, "You don't wash your face before going to bed?" And I'm like, "No, I just wash in the shower with regular soap." And she looked at me like I was crazy. Well, then when I did my makeup for the wedding, it looked very nice and flawless, but I could tell a huge difference between how the makeup looked on my skin and how it looked on them, that they were like 24, 23 years old. And I'm looking at myself up close and I'm like, I want to look like I'm 20 something again. And it was just not, you know, obviously my skin, I'm 30 years old. I was 30 years old at the time. My skin wasn't the same. Their skin looked amazingly flawless. I wanted my makeup to look like that. After that wedding, I went to Sephora and I was looking around for a new foundation because the one that I had used for years, which was the same one that I'd been using since high school, was the I think it was the Mayballine Mousse or something like that. It was not looking the same on me. Like, I had huge pores and it was just, I had texture on my skin. I didn't even know it was called texture at the time. So I was looking and trying like 20 different, not 20, like maybe 3, and none of them looked great on me. So I finally got the lady to help me. She'd been walking around me and asking me, "Do you need any help? Do you need any help? Do you need any help?" And I hate when people do that. So I'm like, "No, I'm good, I got it." I didn't have it. So I couldn't find anything that looked good on my skin. And finally I said, okay, you know, I need some help. And she's putting different ones on me and I'm like, I don't like it, I don't like it. I want it to be like nice and flawless and da-da-da. And she looks at my skin and goes, "Do you moisturize?" And I'm like, "No." "What do you wash your face with?" "Oh, I wash my face with just regular soap from after I take a shower." And she goes, "I'm gonna smack you." And I was like, what did I do? She's like, "You have to moisturize." And that's when I realized that all the makeup in the world isn't as important as using really good skincare. So I didn't buy any foundation that day. I went and I bought my first moisturizer and my first cleanser, and I don't use those anymore because I didn't like them as much as the stuff that I'm using now, but I finally found a good skincare routine that I really like, and it has made a huge difference on how my makeup sets on my face and how it looks. My skin does look better, and I am happy with where I am now with my makeup and my skincare routine. And to think, only 2 years ago, I was washing my face with Dove. Okay, so I'm going to put on mascara. I own an eyelash curler. I told myself I was going to start using it. I lied. Quick pro tip, not really because I'm not a pro. But quick tip, which I actually learned from Tyra Banks. If you get mascara on your eyelids or anywhere, just wait for it to dry and then you can flick it off. I've learned that that doesn't always work with every kind of mascara, but with this one, it works. How does that look, guys? Okay, so lipstick, big part of my day. This is the Bite Amuse Bouche Meringue. And this is another FabFitFun box. Not find, I guess, because I didn't find it, it just showed up at my door. You know, I mentioned FabFitFun so many times you'd think I'd be sponsored or at least partnered. Nope, I just really like them. I don't like lip liner. When I was in high school, middle school, I loved lip liner. All I would do was wear lip liner and lip gloss, and that was like the style, okay? 90s kid over here. Am I a 90s kid? No, I'm a 90s teen. I'm an 80s kid. Anybody know the look? Okay, I can already tell you that I'm not a fan of this still. I don't like what's happening under my eye. Nope. I don't think I'm gonna be trying that again, guys. It doesn't work. There is nothing that I can do. It might look great in pictures, so if I have like a photo shoot, no. But if I'm taking like family pictures or something, I will probably use that because still, you know, I don't feel like it really did anything for my under eye, like color-wise, because it looks the same when I use the Tarte Shape Tape. Definitely not a fan of that. Probably won't be using that again or purchasing it again. But this is my complete look. I am going to head out the door. I'm gonna do something with my hair. I have keratin in my hair and my hair is not oily. It's just the keratin that makes this part like really shiny because I just washed my hair yesterday. So I'm gonna do something about these little hairs here. I'm gonna get dressed really quick and I'm gonna go to the grocery store not looking like a hot mess. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thanks for watching my video. If you've made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you really like what you've seen so far, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a big thumbs up because that really helps me. Bye, guys.